What's good, people? Saturday, August 30th. It's Labor Day weekend. Come on, people, let's get up. Am I on? Can y'all hear me? Is this thing working? Let's get up, let's get at it, people. Welcome to the show. Welcome in as always. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for checking in. It's Saturday, August the 30th. It is 2025, people. Welcome to the real world. Let's see what we have there. Give me a second, guys. All right. Taking a different walk today, guys. We got an appointment. So I got a limited amount of time to get to where I'm going. So, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Top of the morning to you. Today is all about having fun. Do you have fun? Can you have fun? How do you have fun? Do you take the time to have fun? Or is the grind not provide that opportunity? Because you got to be serious about getting your money right. You got to be serious about getting your life right. You got to be serious about getting caked up. You got to think about getting caked up from the moment you wake up. So what are you doing to work towards that purpose? Heard someone say the other day that patience is suffering. In order to grow, you got to let some things go. Is that what we got to do, people? Is that how we grow? Is that how we advance? Does it take suffering to be successful? Or is there a better way? What are your thoughts, people? What do you think? You're up this morning. Let me know. What's on your mind? How do we truly obtain success? What does it cost us? Again, it is me, Oloropo, here with BNV Finance Fixers. Good morning. Let's get up. It is Saturday, August 30th, 2025. As always, guys, when you check in, please let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is, where you are. It is early morning here, 4:31. So how are you guys feeling today? What's going on? What are you working on? What are we doing? Are you ready for this Labor Day weekend here in the United States? Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's get pumped. Let's get motivated. Let's get our day started right. Let's talk about actually being happy, having gratitude, considering purpose, and living with it, people. How do we do that? How do we make this change? Do we even need to? Y'all don't need to be facing that way. Y'all need to be facing me. There you go. Good morning. Remember, everyone, as you check in, please drop down below where you're checking in from, what time of day it is, where you are. Got to be happy. Got to have joy. Yeah, got to have gratification. You have to actually live your life to experience your life. So many people, like, you ever look at people and you wonder why, through everything they've achieved, through all the things in life they said that they wanted to attain, all of the things that were most important, all of the things they cared about most, and as they started to get them, their life started to fall apart. Why do 15 and 20-year marriages come apart? Why do promotions and success lead to drain and resentment? Why do so many people work years of their life to achieve a certain level and then are unhappy when they get there? Why are so many people mad at the airport? Because people have to learn how to have fun. You have to learn how to have gratification. You have to learn how to appreciate the process. Have you had any fun lately? I mean intentionally. I don't mean have you experienced something that was fun at the time. I mean, have you gone out and sought out a way to have fun? What is your way to have fun? How do you relax? Let's get into it, people. Let's get pumped today. It's Saturday. Everything is ahead of us. It's early in the morning. It is now 4:34 here. We are going to be out all day today, having some fun, doing some intentional things. Thank you, everyone, for your process, for being here this morning. Remember, when you check in, let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. I haven't seen anything in the chat, guys. I don't know if no one's writing anything in the chat or if this is another one of those days where I cannot see the chat. Let me make sure. Usually if I touch my screen, I can make sure people can see me. Let's see. Want to make sure my mic is on. Guys, let me know whether or not my mic is on, whether or not you can actually hear me. If you can hear me, drop me a little thumbs up in the chat. Let me know. If you cannot hear me, then I'll see nothing in the chat. Or my chat is once again crashed and I need to reload. Here we go, guys. How we doing? Please, guys, if you're in here, let me know. As always, when you check in, go ahead, let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. I think my chat might be down because I'm not seeing anything, which means I'm out here in the blind this morning, people. Literally, it's really dark out here this morning. That's why y'all see me keep looking down. Thank everyone for being here. Thank you for your participation. This morning, we're going to talk about having fun, enjoying the journey, learning to appreciate the process. So many of us miss out on it because we're so focused on being able to get the job done. We're so focused on grinding. We're so focused on achieving specific goals and trying to reach the mountaintop that we never stop to have fun. Stopping to have fun is one of the main drivers, people. It's the way that you're able to truly build without burnout. Understanding that along your journey, fun is part of the process. A lot of people don't even know what they want to do to have fun. They don't know what the fun thing is. Because they don't know, they never really look for time to do it. They just hope that something happens along the way that makes them feel good. This is not how we have fun. This is not how we enjoy life. This is just something that's happening to us. Guys, I believe my chat is down again, at least on my phone. In my app, I am not seeing anything in the chat, or you guys have all collectively decided to not put anything in the chat. So I don't know. Dude, I have no idea what's going on in the chat right now. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I did relaunch the app to see if that was possible. But right now, my Dude, I'm telling you, my chat's blank. But I can see that there are people coming in and out. And RKS, my man, 1038, you just, look, RK, I was about to, dude, I'm telling you, I've been on here for 10 minutes. I hadn't seen a single chat. I was like, are these numbers not, are these not people? Welcome in, RKS. Thank you very much. I did receive the donation and it's part of the build. Thank you again for helping us work towards our goal. Good morning out there in Hawaii. Thank you everyone for stopping in, everyone who's had the opportunity to be here. Thank you for participating in the process. Let's talk about having some fun, people. Now that I know this is actually reaching people, I can kind of relax and we can talk about that. Let's talk about enjoying our experience, enjoying our life, enjoying the travel, enjoying the things as we're getting to our journey. There's a lot of times, and I've been there, where we believe that fun has to happen in certain sections of our life. And because it has to happen in certain sections of our life, we wait for, or we try to get to those moments. And so many people believe that because fun is locked into a certain time period, that outside of that time period, they have to focus on the grind. They have to constantly be focused on the work to be done, the things that they're doing, the next thing. Like it's always work, 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 grind, grind, grind. That will hurt you. It'll hurt your relationships. The body needs time to recover. My goodness, people, take a moment to yourself. It's Friday night. Everybody's spending money. Everybody's spending money. You know that old song, RKS, just got paid, Friday night, party's jumping. Hey, RKS, let me know something, because it's Saturday morning here. RKS, are you seeing other comments in the chat from your end? Are you seeing other comments on the chat? Ryan, how you doing, Ryan? Just a moment, guys. Guys, listen, it's 20-some people in here. And like, I've seen as many as 30. There were no comments. Hello, my love. Yes, key, desk, bedroom, the bedroom desk. So, on mine. So many people, it looked like it came in, but there was no comment. I was like, you ain't even got trolls in here? Good morning, Ryan. Hey, how you doing this morning, Ryan? Good to see you. No, I'm not seeing anyone. Jake. No, Jake. I got 2 sons. I like raising my sons. That's a crazy question to ask, Jake. But good morning. Thank you for being up. Thank you for letting me know that my chat is actually starting to work. That's what hey, Ryan and Ryan, usually by this point, there'd be a lot more Jakes in the chat. All right, so guys, today is about having fun. And it's about having intentional fun. Not just having an opportunity to enjoy something you're doing, which should be part of your process, which everyone should have as a part of their process. But what we're really looking for is in life, and the whole thing that we're doing while we do work so hard, is so we can get to that point where we're having an experience with family members and loved ones that is a grateful one, that is one we can enjoy, that's one that's going to be intentional, right? And so in order for us to work towards that end, in order for us to kind of see that, we have to identify that it's as intentional as everything else. Like we have to set aside time for it. So many of us just go about our daily walk, we're doing our thing, we're not, we find out that we're hustling, we're grinding, then we start to find some success. We really get into it. We start spending more time on it. We start doing a lot of things that are gonna like try to accelerate that growth so we can provide for ourselves and others. And a lot of times when we get into that grind, that type of mindset, we never really get out of it, right? So it's like, even when we look to get time away, most of us, when we look to get time away, don't look for it to be an opportunity to have fun. We look for it to be an opportunity to rest and recover. It's not an opportunity to celebrate. It's not an opportunity to be free and to let go and to enjoy the time. That needs to be as intentional as everything else in your life. I think that's a really important point, because we can go through life not participating, not being a part of the happiness that's in front of us. We can go through life and just be watching from the sideline. And that's not how we're supposed to be approaching this process. Fun should be intentional. It should be a part of your life. You should be able to plan it, and not always. We shouldn't always be so serious. So it's little things that help us get to this point. And I think that's what my focus for you guys this weekend, especially for those of you here in the United States celebrating Labor Day, the focus for you guys should really be on having fun. I gotta get across this street, the light just changed. So the focus should be, let's have fun, guys. Let's have intentional time enjoying our life, experiencing the things that we really want to experience in order to have fun, joy, to appreciate everything that we're doing, right? So that's what today's about. I think I want to just have a chat this morning. Anybody? Anything you want to share, please drop it in the chat. Let me know. And let's focus on having fun this weekend. All right? Let's have a good time. I'm enjoying a walk this morning. It's Saturday. Having the day to go out. Me and my wife are going to spend the day together today. Just out enjoying the experience. Taking a moment, as I said before, to look beyond the grind, to step outside of the hustle and bustle. And really what they call it, knuckle down, buckle down, into being happy, into being joyful, and being intentionally so. Hey guys, as always, as you check in, make sure you drop in the chat where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. Let me know what's going on with you guys. Is it the morning, noon, night? What are you guys doing today? Any expectations, any intentions on enjoying anything outside today? Here in the United States, this is football season, kicks off Thursday night. So that's gonna be a little fun for me. I have to say, if you check out my other page, my wife and I have a couple other pages. One is the baby birds. Guys, if you haven't seen the baby birds, it's also known as the bird crew. It's got a little picture of our youngest daughter as like the call sign. Please head over, take a look at the birds, the baby birds. Awesome channel, great content, but you also get a look inside of our life, inside of our house, inside of how we engage. So when I talk to you about having fun, you can see some of the fun things that we do there. And also the bird's nest, which is really kind of centered around me and my wife as adults. Some of the things we do, including some reviews on area food. So have an opportunity to do that there. RKS said, I hired my first personal trainer for the next 4 weeks. I'm gearing up for my CDL permit, then my license. Greater hourly, maybe starting at 35 an hour, looking to jump brackets before the end of the year. Okay, so fitness-wise, RKS, where are you coming from? You said you're working overnight at a naval base, right? Your first personal trainer. What's your fitness situation? Are we trying to get faster, stronger? We trying to drop weight? Do we have to improve our cardio? What are we working on? What's the goal? Let me know what you're working on. Fitness can be a challenge. That's a grind, but it can also be fun. It can be an intentional way to have fun, depending on who your personal trainer is. Any of you guys work out, spend time in the gym? For those of you who do, you know that that's a great way to really enjoy yourself. Some of the best gyms have a very fun atmosphere. I think it's where you see people from so many different brackets come together. Oh, Jesus Christ, people. I've just walked into nothingness. Y'all see light behind me. I don't see nothing in front of me. I don't think y'all understand. Y'all don't know how dark it is out here. I could be walking off the edge of a cliff right now, and I wouldn't know until I hit the bottom. RKS said, my grip strength and movement for longevity, like yoga, all right, training, band training. So people who don't know what TRX is, anytime you use the type of handled, strapped type of movements with like cables and handheld, like the little handles on them where you lean back and you move your body weight, those are called suspension bands. One of the first companies to do it was TRX. And so a lot of people refer to it as TRX. If you know someone who calls it TRX, which is just suspension bands, anyone who calls it TRX, primarily, like a lot of trainers, are gonna call it that because TRX has a workout to go with it. For example, for you guys who are doing CrossFit, CrossFit is Olympic weightlifting, right? And they're, say, take these functional movements and weight them and then do high reps, which is not your standard for weightlifting. Your normal standard for weightlifting is one rep, as heavy as possible. So they try to turn these low rep performance-based movements into high intensity repetition workout. So oftentimes you'll hear that just referred to as the specific name, but TRX will help with grip strength. I'm an avid golfer and was in Navy for 7 years, and I body surf recreationally also. You look like you're in a really good place. So no way, man, we need you. Not sure what that one was for. What did I say? Don't walk off the edge of that cliff. Dude, it's dark. I don't think y'all know how dark it is. Look in front of me. Turn the camera around. Dude, I didn't turn anything off. That's just in front of me. That's just what I see in front of me. This is, look, you guys know. Like, this is my current situation, guys. It is dark out here. I know that there's some lights ahead, but at the moment, it is dark. So you keep seeing me hold this camera high. I'm using it like a torch to make sure I'm not falling off into the abyss. So, okay, so how old are you, RKS? What's your age? Let me see, Karan said, I work out at home. I do 500 push-ups a day. Lifts weights, but push-ups you can do anywhere. Indeed. Okay, 36. All right, that's a young age. That's nice and young. You should be able to really establish some strong fitness protocols at that age, right? You still have the ability to build muscle. You're still in a space where, like, you're not in a, oh, I'm just trying to maintain space yet. You're still young enough with the appropriate diet and the focus on the movements to build muscle. Karan, that's killer, dude. 500 push-ups a day. Dude, that's an insane number. I don't think people understand. Listen, healthy living, if you can clip 100 a day, right? Like a lot of people, like have someone do 10 push-ups. Have someone who's just walking around living life, not in horrible shape, but they don't do physical exercise. Have them do 10 push-ups and then have them do 10 squats and see where they're at cardiovascular wise. See where their heart is. See how they're feeling. Dude, I'm telling you, 100 is a lot of push-ups. When you start doing 250, 500 a day, like it's a change, because for most of us, we're doing them somewhere around 20 to 25 a clip. And if you're doing them 50 a clip, you need to change it so that it goes down to 25 a clip, right? Because if you're doing 50 a clip, your body has gotten to a point where you can probably push harder, but you have to choose which variable you want to change. Karan, 47 over here, health and wealth. Indeed, health and wealth. So if you're doing 500 a day, what are your, Karan, for the 500 a day, how many sets, how many reps to get to the 500? How many sets, how many reps? 250 is insane. 10 sets of 25 is a significant challenge for this man. That first 150 is hard. That last 100 is, I'm rethinking things in life. I'm like, I'm good. Like, what else? What do I need to push this hard? That is tough. RKS said, when I first started, ending with, I was homeless, living in my car. Okay, I listened to you, man, about discipline. And now I'm in the AC relaxing. Hey, man, that's great, RKS. Thank you so much, brother. I'm glad to see that we've made that progress. What are we talking about? A few months? I know my first little walk and talk was somewhere in maybe like February or March. So I'm glad I'm able to be an impact, man. I'm glad to see things are going well and that you're making these strides, taking these steps. Are you enjoying the journey, buddy? Have you been enjoying yourself, RKS, on this ride? Have you been able to enjoy the journey, the trip? BN, what's going on, BN? Out this morning. Take 2-minute breaks in between. I'd be on a timer. Okay, so you set a timer. The goal is to hit 500. So do you time the sets as well? So if you have a 2-minute break in between sets, how much time do you give yourself to do a set? Or do you do a set at a certain number? Like, are you doing 50 a clip for 10 sets? Or are you doing 20 a clip for, I don't know, what's that, 40 sets? Something like that, 5? There's 20 a clip, for 5 is 100, yeah, that'd be 25 sets, I believe. Which way are you doing it? RKS said, I'm walking a golden road with some of your bricks laid down. Do that thing, RKS. Stay on that road, enjoy that journey, man. Like that's what I'm talking about today, is understanding that once we get disciplined and we're living with intention and we've given our life purpose, a part of that is enjoying it. And there are things that you can do along the way that are enjoyable, but there's also a time and opportunity for you to just stop and celebrate and have fun, knowing where you were, seeing the difference from where you are, appreciate the work you've done, stop and enjoy that. But it has to be intentional, because we can get so caught up. Hey, love, that's my wife. I got to get to walk in, so she's riding ahead to meet me. I'm gonna catch up with her in a few minutes. About 30 minutes, I'll be at the location. But you have to be intentional with this process. All right, people, I got some light. I'm back in the residential area. It's not as dark. It's not as dark. I can see. So when you are going through the process of being disciplined, make sure you're enjoying it as well. I'm glad to hear that, RKS. Karan says, I try to do 400 under an hour. Okay, so you do a timed interval. So you go for an hour, you do as many push-ups as you can, and then whenever you get exhausted, you hit the 2-minute timer, and then you wait 2 minutes, and then you do it again. So it's not a set number, or a set time. You just wait 2 minutes, and at the end of every 2 minutes, you do as many push-ups as you can. And then in that hour, try to get in 400. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm understanding that right, Kira. Because usually, the way we break it down with a timer is, if we want to give ourselves an hour, we'll give ourselves, so if we do it in 3-minute intervals, we'll do 1 minute of push-ups, 2 minutes of recovery. So that means in a half an hour, you're going to get yourself 10. In an hour, you'll get 20. And if you're trying to do 400, then that minute, because like you said, you're doing an hour, in that 1 minute, you'll do more in the beginning in the 1 minute than you will do later, because you're doing 20 sets and you need to get to 400. You want the average to get to 400 to be 20, right? So you need to do 20 a clip for the average to be to 100. However, if you start at 20, you'll find out that after that 2-minute rest, set 8, set 11, set 15 are going to become increasingly more difficult, and 20 is going to be a lot harder to maintain. So the way you're doing it is, I get up, if I do 55, 65, whatever I do as many as I can in this set. I set a 2-minute timer, rest, and then I get back to it. Okay, try the way, if you're not using the way I'm saying, with the 1 minute on, 2 minutes off, try that way. The thing about doing the 1 minute on, 2 minutes off is your first set of push-ups, you may be going for 1 minute and 37 seconds. You may be going for a minute, maybe 2 minutes, right? So when you do that, you put so much in those first 2 minutes that immediately after that, there starts to be a sharp decline, right? So if you do it like that, so let's say you do 2 minutes of push-ups, and then you do 2 minutes of rest. Your second set is 1 minute and 30 of push-ups, and then you do a 2-minute rest. Your third set, less than a minute. From that point on, your number and your time doing it drops off precipitously, right? And so what you're doing is you're getting this really big return in the beginning, and then it's getting harder as you go, right? So what the challenge is to find this balance where at the end, you're still able to push that muscle, but you're also able to complete that number that you're looking for. So by doing it in a minute, or even doing it for 30 seconds, that 2-minute recovery time is going to teach your body that, hey, I work out for a minute and then I recover. And your body will learn, okay, we just got to do this for a minute. those smaller intervals lets the body teach itself, okay, 2 minutes, let's recover, and then get back to work. When we're the non-standard timing, like when we don't know how long each set is going to be, the body is pushing hard to recover, but it's difficult to know what's coming next because we don't have that series of repetition to go with it. So both are interesting ways to change the body, to challenge the body. Definitely the shock does great. You guys are hearing a lot of my personal training background right now. Definitely approaching it with the view of shocking the muscle, because the muscle can become comfortable. This type of workout will do that. This type of workout will keep the muscle guessing, so the muscle keeps growing. The muscle keeps performing. Karan said, I tried to do it unfunny honest. Yes, sir, I'm injured at the moment. Can't do upper body till I heal. Do you train at home or at the gym? At home and on the go. Like, take the kids to the playground. They want to get on the swing, fine. So you're on the swing, I get 25 squats while I'm standing here pushing you. So every time I push you, I get a squat in. Try to get push-ups in. Fortunately, some of the, in the area we're in, they're actually adding some suspension trainers and other calisthenic type frames and pull-up bars and chin-ups and dips. They're adding those to the playground. So there is a children's area and adult workout area. So you can go over there and get a little work in. If you guys know I have 7 children, the moment daddy starts to slide off to do some chin-ups or some box jumps, daddy, look at me. Daddy, look at me. Daddy, push me on the swing. Daddy, I want to get pushed on the swing. Daddy, let's play tags. It's like all of those things. And I'm like, okay. So occasionally we just have to find a way to just do the workout, right? You just have to find a way to do it in the house, get down. Now's the time. Let's get these push-ups in. Let's do the work. What happened with the upper body so you can't do any work right now? What's the best trading frequency per week for someone who works? What type of work do you do? We got more questions that figure out that answer. Greater conversation. Rich, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? RKS, I got big love handles. A lot of visceral fat. I need to get rid of the visceral fat. Like visceral means like angry. Doesn't that sound like the fat is aggressive? Like it's aggressive fat. It's not like, I understand what you're saying, RKS. Yes, sir. You cannot target any part of the body with the exercise. Granted, for doing workouts, the body will pull from the fat closest to the muscles doing the work to provide them with energy. So if you do a high number of sit-ups, you will see improvement in your abdominals. You'll see some fat loss in that area. However, if you truly want to see true weight loss, you have to challenge the whole body. And really, weight loss is not about working out, it's about diet. So when you can get the right training in, that's why yoga and suspension training will be great, but you have to control the diet. The key is to make sure you have a calorie deficit. Here's the thing, the body, this is what you'll know if you study your workouts, any energy you burn working out gets added to your available diet for you to consume. What does that mean? That means if your daily caloric intake for your size, weight, and age is 2,500 calories a day, and then you do a workout and you burn 700 calories, today's intake should be 3,200 calories. The intention is not to lose weight by working out. You don't lose weight to burn calories to lose. That's not what it is. The workout is to improve performance or to improve strength. That's what it's for. Don't think working out is for losing weight. This is a misconception that leads a lot of people to fail. Working out is for you to be better at just living. You don't run to lose weight. You run to teach your body how to better use oxygen, right? So when you start running and walking, it's so that you can teach your body how, when I'm performing, to not get exhausted. This is not about losing weight. This is about you doing exercise. Now, if you haven't done exercise in a long time, you're going to see this weight loss primarily because you've just added something to your life you weren't doing yet. And if you have the same diet that you had before, or you have an improved diet, then you're going to start to see weight loss. But keep in mind, weight loss is caloric intake, not the exercise. Like your strong muscles, all right. BN, 7 children. God bless, thank you. It's stress fat. What is stress fat? 190 pounds, height 5'7". Injured my left trapeze because of a bad sleep. Oh my goodness. So is it like what they call a knot in the muscle? Because that's like a shoulder muscle. What are the doctors calling it? Is it like a strain, muscle strain? They tell you got to be off for what? A couple of weeks. Did they give you some muscle relaxers? How are they treating it? RKS, did your trainer call it stress fat? Please tell me, or is that the term that you gave it? Who came up with the term stress fat? 190, 5'7", okay. 36 years old. What type of tests, what type of physical endurance tests did you do to get ready for it? Like, what's your BMI? I know the machines will give back some awkward numbers, but you have to understand, so I'm 6'1", but I weigh 315 pounds. And even when I'm eating a healthy diet and I'm working out on a regular basis, I only get down to like 295. So the American Body Mass Index has referred to me as obese since I was like 23 years old, right? So it's like, oh yeah, you're too big. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to be this size. And so we have to understand like how that works. Is stress fat is that a nice way for saying, I've been sitting in the house eating chips? Is that the industry's, is that the new standard in the industry to say, yeah, I haven't gotten off my ass in a while. My work requires me to sit down and so does my life. Like, is that the nice way they say that now? My mom told me that she said it's my uncle healed it's my your unhealed trauma. I got a skinny neck, skinny waist, but my gut is huge. So today it would be leg day. I got you, BN. RKS, yes sir. So look, here's the thing, RKS. It's about getting up and getting out. Different bodies do hold different fat in different places. What you're gonna start to see is when you start targeting the muscles in the other part of the body, if there's not a lot of fat to burn there, they'll go find it. It's how the body makes fuel. The primary way that the body makes fuel is by burning fat and oxygen. That's the first thing we have to keep in mind, guys. So on today's fitness, on today's fitness breakdown, right? Fat and oxygen make fuel. The body, when it gets exhausted, which is why they say you should always be able to breathe when you're working out. Because if the body cannot process enough oxygen to burn fat, it starts breaking down muscle instead of fat, and it makes this glucose, this fake sugar, this fake fat, and it uses that to try to keep you going. So the reason you do cardiovascular training is so that when you do strength training, you don't have to stay in the gym for 4 hours, which is why bodybuilders hate cardio, because they're like, I don't care. I'll stay in the gym for 6 hours. I'll do a set and I'll take 20 minutes before I do my next one, because each set is something ridiculous, like 450 pound, 500 pound squats. We're doing 5 sets of 15, like stupid stuff like that. And so they don't care. They're gonna be in the gym all day anyway. they're on these steroids. They have to consume all of this freaking food. Like the hardest part of their day is eating. They hate doing cardio. But in real life, that's not how it works. The cardio allows for you to get back to the strength training sooner. BN says today is leg day. Arcane says, BN, stress fat is when your hormones are deregularized. Even if you eat healthy and practice regularly, you don't lose your fat. Rich said, dealing with botched shoulder injury and being 45, I've been realizing the necessity of consistent core strength and mobility exercises. Hanging has been very helpful too. Yes, we have to address that. So again, that's what CrossFit is. If you take a look at all of the movements that you do in CrossFit, that you can do them without weight. And they're just functional movements. They're just the way the body should move. And so you take functional movements that they put people through doing physical therapy and recovery from injury, and then they start to weight those. And as you weight them, you're now taking your body through the process of helping the muscle to recovery, reestablishing strength and mobility in the joint, and then building around that. I have not heard a strength. Hey guys, can you hear me? Hey guys, can you hear me? Looks like I'm back. I apologize. Look like I walked through a really dead area. BN says I have an office job from Monday to Friday. What should be the best training frequency? So you're working Monday to Friday, you have an office job. I apologize for losing the stream. I hope you guys have been able to reconnect. Let me know if you're still in there. If you are, I'm gonna try to answer these last of these questions. I'm very close to the end of the walk, and I wanna try to make sure I answer as many questions as possible. BN, if you're still in there, probably, so you have an office job. How long does it take for you to get to work? That's gonna be the next question. What's your travel time? How much free time do you have? What areas of your life are you committed to being active, engaged, and a part of? So if you're in, for example, let's say me and my wife, we have 7 kids, right? So getting time to work out is difficult. I just have to find space in my life. So it's hard for me to say, hey, it should be every 3rd day, every other day. You would love for it to be that way. But depending on the time you have, how far you have to travel from work, what your fitness goals specifically is, I usually say if you haven't worked out at all, target working out 2 days a week. Most people have 2 days off of their jobs, so BN, if you're still in there, there are a lot more questions to be answered, but I would target working out 2 days a week. Find yourself something that's gonna be a little challenging. It's gonna require for you to put in some specific area or some specific effort to attain your goal, and do that. Shoot for, again, 2 days a week. If you can find a 3rd day, do that. Just make sure you wanna start out and you're using all areas of the body to do your movements, and then work towards attaining your goal. Again, guys, I don't know where I just walked past, but it shut my phone down completely. If you guys are back in there, let me know. We hear you loud and clear. Okay, 40 minutes to go to work. What time and energy I have. People at work are draining my energy sometimes. Right, so if the biggest thing draining your energy are people at work, take a breath, right? Stay on the focus, stay on the grind. The energy that you want to put towards your workout, if the energy is being drained at work, I say add some time to the beginning of your day. Get up earlier, do your workout in the beginning of the day. Give yourself like 30 minutes. You know, like do something 30 minutes. You can do like dynamic movements. You can do like jump squats, some crunches, reverse crunches. You can do side lunges. You can do jumping jacks. You can do any of these things that are going to require the body to move, right? Try to train 3 times a week at least. Okay, so if you're training 3 times a week and the job is impacting your performance after you get off work, definitely take advantage of the opportunity to be able to do it in the morning. Add that time in the morning. It should also help you feel less drained at work. It should send you to work with some energy and the ability to be able to get through that process better. Let me know if